Hey guys, welcome to a Genius Society discussion video. And in this video, we're going to be discussing if it's possible to manipulate your pools on any gacha game.
Y'all ready to get funky?
Since this is a discussion, this is very open-ended. There's no actual answer to this because none of us programmed the game. All we are doing is theorizing, honestly. Expect to see a lot of copium theories. Expect to see a lot of confirmation bias because there's a lot of these theories that can't be really tested thoroughly, mainly because a lot of us aren't rich. We can't spend unlimited amounts of money onto a gacha game. Little side note, I do not promote playing gacha games. They're predatory and they're meant to force you to spend money on something that you want in the game. So once again, don't take these theories seriously. Just sit back, enjoy, and discuss with us if you think there's a theory we should look into. That's pretty much it. Remember that this is open-ended. There's no full answer in the end. But I will be testing these theories. Let's go on to Gemini, which is Google's version of ChatGPT, right? Can true RNG be programmed in video game? Oh, look at that, guys! No, true RNG cannot be perfectly programmed in any video game. Here's why. Computers are deterministic machines. Computers operate based on precise instructions and algorithms. They follow predictable rules, making it inherently difficult to generate truly random numbers within the confines of their logic. Pseudo-random number generators, most video games have them, PRNG. These algorithms create sequences of numbers that appear random but are actually generated from a starting value, the seed. If you know the seed, you can predict the entire sequence. What is a seed in RNG video games? The seed determines the pattern. The same seed will always produce the same sequence of numbers from the PRNG. You can think of it like this. Imagine a machine that shuffles a deck of cards. The seed is the initial order. Even though shuffling seems random, the final order is determined by starting order and shuffling algorithm. The seed is a crucial concept in video game RNG. It provides a degree of control over the seemingly random events within the game, allowing for both predictability and unique experiences. So real fast, know that these are gacha games, right? So, Genshin Impact, ZZZ, Honkai Star Rail, Wuthering Waves, anything that's gacha, okay? We know that gacha games have to have server-side RNG, otherwise everyone will be hacking their game on any of these gacha games. Remember that these gacha games are predatory. The moment they let anyone hack into their stuff, they would get annoyed because they're losing money. They're predatory. They want you to spend money on their game. That waifu that you want, drop that money, man. Drop that 300 bucks just to get that guaranteed waifu. Nothing can really be done client side. Okay, so we can't rely on the client. For those of you that don't really understand, that means everything that's happening, like your random number generator, it's happening on their server. It's not happening on your desktop. It's not happening on your phone. They want to have control, so they have it on the server, okay guys? And if you're doing pulls, you best believe it's not gonna be happening on your desktop, on your mobile device, or your phone. It's happening on their server. We're gonna talk about the BS stuff real fast. So, the first BS one, I'm sorry to say guys, is sacrificial lamb. I'm sorry guys, sacrificing Chi-Chi and then doing a 10 pull does not increase your luck. You gotta think, what does the server pay attention to? Wishing or summoning, pulling? You can think about this for any gacha game. On the gacha game, besides Genshin, WuWa, any Hoyo one, other gacha games, they're not paying attention to where exactly you're standing in game. Tell me, how does killing a character increase your luck? I would believe it if this was a massively multiplayer online game. This is not Final Fantasy. This is not where you're in a dungeon. You let Tibby die, and that's the reason why you have the rarest mount in the game. So, with that sense, this also means Where you stand in games should not increase your luck then. It's funny because various streamers do this and players eat it up. No, these are not ways to increase your luck. In theory, okay? These are not MMO games. These are gacha games. Alright, letting your friend or family onto your device for increased luck. I want you to think about this, guys. Does the server know that it's actually you or your family or your friend playing on your computer? No, they do not know. So how does this affect your RNG? It shouldn't change your luck because you're playing from the same computer. You're playing, or maybe phone, mobile device, same exact one. There's no changes. It's just that person tapping it for you. So sadly, this is a BS theory. Remember that these gacha games are totally unaware of what you're doing IRL. Doing something totally random in real life to increase your luck. I've seen some funny things from the younger generation. Oh my god, what are you doing dancing right before you pull, dude? Remember that the server does not know you're doing all that. They're not keeping an eye on you. They won't know that you're posting a picture of your favorite waifu or husbando on the ceiling and then wishing. They won't know that. What the heck? No. Sorry, that's BS. This is another one that goes hand in hand with the last one, right? Listening or playing music while pulling. No, the server does not know you're listening to music. What's funny is I do see a lot of players, like, you know, those in like TikToks or like YouTube shorts or anything like a short video format. I see a lot of players doing this. The funny thing is, they're not showing their pity. You don't know if they're on max pity and a guaranteed. They just show you whatever they're doing and then they pull. Going back to the player ID, right? We could go back to, like, you know, how RNG is seeded. There's a saying that players say where your account just happens to be seeded, and that is the reason why it's so lucky. Just imagine this as a bunch of players, right, guys? And certain IDs, player IDs, are just luckier than others. Like, this guy is lucky, this guy's account is lucky, this guy's account is lucky, maybe this guy's account is lucky, this girl's account is lucky. These are basically the lucky players that have player ID seeded. Their accounts are just lucky for some reason. They always win the 50-50s. They win it early within like 20 pulls. They are that free-to-play player that you hate. And yeah, their account's just lucky. Honestly, from there, we could just end it, right? We could just end it right there. Just get lucky with your player ID. But let's go further. So we're going to think layers of RNG, right? One of the layers you might not agree with, guys, which is literally your own IP address. Not entirely your IP address alone. Think layers. So your player ID and your IP address. And this does imply that a company like Hoyo, or any of them, right? They have the power to manipulate your pools. All they gotta do is know your player ID and your IP address. They put that into their system. Okay, that IP address has good luck with that player ID. I know this is copium, but hear me out. Have you guys ever noticed if you let someone else log into your account from wherever location they're at, for some reason your account got luckier or unluckier depending on the situation? There's multiple videos of streamers or YouTubers, you name them. They log into viewer accounts and then they do the pulls for them. It'll either be really good or it'll be really bad. Here's the thing though, some of these players claim to have extremely good luck, always won the 50-50, and they also have the history to show it. But once they let a streamer do it for them, all of a sudden that luck goes away. Why is that? The same thing goes when, say, a super unlucky player turns their account into a pull session on a streamer's video or a YouTube video. All of a sudden, that account became luckier for that when it was logged into another IP address. Now, I don't know if these companies can intentionally do it. Like, intentionally, like, oh, copy this ID, this player ID and IP address, and we're just gonna give that person luck, like artificial luck. I don't know that. This is a theory. I'm not sure if it's true, but I will be testing it later, so stick with me for that one. Time can be a factor as well in RNG. It is a common way to determine a seed, so the time you're pulling can affect your results, right? It's possible. We don't know though. We didn't program the game. Honestly, I could just end it right here. But you gotta remember that these companies are predatory, right? They want to make money Business make the money, right? And honestly, they could cheap out on their RNG since it's server-side RNG, right? You don't even know. We don't know. We will never know unless someone that programmed the game came out and leaked it. And remember, most of these companies are China-based companies for these gacha games. So what's the number one rule, guys? I ain't no expert in business, but what does every business want to do? They want to cut costs and get more profit. How active the account is. Now, what do I mean by that? You ever take a break from playing any of these gacha games for a good month and then come back? This is what I mean. So basically, you have normal luck the more active you are. What happens if you don't play for a month? 2 months? Heck, even a year. The theory goes you gained increased luck for not playing the game. And the idea is, once you pull an early, like a 5-star or rare, upon coming back, they basically are trying to get you to stay longer and play their game longer. Sounds like BS, but remember that these are predatory gacha games. The more they get players to play, the better for them. The more they play, the more likely they're willing to spend. How much you spend? The theory goes for this one, the more you spend, the more luck you get. I know this sounds like BS, but it's highly possible too. The more the account spends, it's like you're buying artificial luck, right? They could track how much you spend in the game, right? But this can be like a double-edged sword, how much you spend. Say you spent 1,000. Then next time, if you don't spend around the same amount, because they're trying to milk you, right? They're trying to milk you for your money. They're predatory gacha games, guys. If you don't spend at least 1,000 or more, your luck probably won't increase. It's gonna be the same. It's gonna be worse, maybe. Now, that sounds like a BS theory. But if you're a company that's trying to make money, and they know they can milk you for more money, what do you think they're gonna do? And remember, this is all server-side stuff. We're gonna talk about pattern theory. This is the theory that your pulls, what number you land on your pity, determines if you're gonna win a 50-50 or not, or if you're gonna get an early 5-star or not. So this one, I don't have a lot of like data to provide you with. This is more suggested by other gacha programmers that will remain anonymous. They say a pattern. It goes in a pattern. Say these are your pulls. Say some of these are rigged to win a 50-50 or an early 5-star, right? And you'll probably see more towards the end, right? Like more like it's basically like bingo, like playing bingo with your pulls. Where you land, whether it's like a single pull or a 10 pull, will give you a 5-star. With this theory, doesn't that mean we could just do single pulls? No, actually. So basically, some of these are basically rigged for you to lose the 50-50. That's the part of the theory. Like you go like every other for this one, right? Red, and these are probably just like 3-star, 4-stars. I am aware of a group of Southeast Asian players that they talk in code. This code actually looks like a code to a certain sauce online, right? There is a way to decode this in which pulls are in a pattern, and it doesn't matter your player ID, so on and so forth. Up to you if you want to believe that stuff or not. These, if you find the right players, they know what this means. This code right here. At the moment, I just know I'm just gonna go work with these. I'll probably use this one. I'll do this one too. So we're gonna be hopping into Genshin Impact.
Things I don't want. It's the very end, really.
With the flames to guide us across time, we took a land trapped.
That's nice. Alright, I'm at 0 pity. I'm gonna do more shenanigans.
Oh! Hey guys.
Remember, I'm on 50-50. suck, dude. But I got it early though. That's the whole point. Yeah. Let's just use these up. Oh, pff. Wow. That was interesting. Oh, what the hell? Oh. Something I don't need.
The all credit for this theory actually goes to Sniper Pickaxe, who is one of the members of Discord. Now that was a weird moment, right, on Genshin? I'm gonna be testing it also on Honkai Star Rail.
There's your rainbow. Remember, the goal is just to win the 50-50. Alright, guys? Huh. Why are you on this banner? Ah! Well, that's something. Uh-huh. Alright. We're gonna do one temple. Alright. So that was interesting. Hey, there's a shout out to Sniper. He's the one that said this was possible. Basically, you can even like log into your phone. Like log into your phone, like so, and then make sure you're not on Wi-Fi, and do a temple. Yeah. This is more of a way of getting the 5-star early. That's all. This way of doing things.
Well, that was interesting, right, guys? Let's hop onto ZZZ. I'm gonna stop doing this one.
So I haven't really summoned much, right? I didn't really get anything on the weapon yet, because in general I didn't really do much because I didn't pull. I was mainly more of a free-to-play player for this game. My pity is at 61, I believe, right now, right? And alright, let's see what happens, guys. 3, 2, 1. Let's win that 50-50. One S. Only one S. That sucks. Well, it's gonna click. Oh, purple. Show me all the freaking blues first. Sakaku. Okay. I already have like a ton of her. There we go. We won that 50-50, boys. Alright. Very good, very good.
We're gonna go into this one. How active the account is. There's only one gacha game that's still alive that I could test this on.
So we're gonna talk about Another Eden for a little bit. For America, it came out in 2019. I haven't been on for almost 2 years, guys. The theory is, if you haven't played the game, any gacha game in general, for a long period, you have like an extra boosted luck rate. And the reason for that is because that gacha game wants you to stay longer and play it longer.
If you like Chrono Trigger and Chrono Cross, I suggest this game. Also, there's Persona characters. This game was fun. So I'm gonna do a temple, and let's see what happens. And we go. Remember, the goal is a 5-star though, so try that again. That's pull 20. Oh wow. Back to back. Oh, there you go. That's what I was looking for. In 20 pulls. In 20 pulls, I got a 5-star. Yeah. That's the 5-star right there. Do it one more time. Okay. 30 pulls. Yeah, 30 pulls in. Another 5-star. Back to back. I'll pull 30. Just coming back to this game after 2 years. And that, my friends, is the theory of hidden pity that automatically goes to your account when you haven't logged on in for ages. I can't show examples for these. I don't have the money to test this, guys. I'd rather spend my money on important stuff. Gacha gaming is not important to me, okay? With that said, guys, if you like this discussion, please join us. We're friendly. We can talk about it all you want. Sound off in the comments. My next videos will be somewhat in the same format when talking about discussions. We'll be going into artifact manipulation, relic manipulation, disc manipulation. Basically explaining how PRNG can never be truly random, and our thought process and why we think a certain way. This, once again, remember that this may or may not be BS. None of us programmed the game. Same with anyone that goes into our comments saying this is BS, I programmed a game before. Which game? You program a gacha game? You program any of the games I showed today? You probably didn't, dude. Most of you guys are free to play, right? That's why you look into this stuff. If it's possible to manipulate your pulls. I myself choose to be more of a free to play player because I'm not going to spend money on these games. I don't want to. These are predatory. They're meant to make you broke. It's like a digital casino. That's basically it. But in this case, you'll always lose money no matter what because you're not getting anything back. You're not getting money back. What you're doing is burning your time and money on digital characters, guys. But these games are actually fun. And if I could spend less to no money, I'm probably going to have more fun with the game.